As
Yes.
of now, I'm starting with MSME, that is medium, small, and micro, small, and medium enterprise. Act 2006, we are going to start. This is fifth chapter, and if you will, check the paper pattern, on an average, it is carrying weightage of 3 marks of your paper. Every time institute is asking one question from this chapter, carrying 3 mark ka weightage. Okay. So we are starting with MSME. So whenever we are talking about MSME students, what is micro, small, and medium enterprise? It is not always required that if you want to classify yourself as a micro, small, or medium enterprise, you need to be into some manufacturing process. Even if you are into a manufacturing process, or if you are into a mercantile process, means you are into trading of goods and or even if you're dealing with services, you can classify yourself as an MSME, a micro, small, and medium enterprise. If you have heard about Udyam Aadhaar, like every individual over here in India is getting Aadhaar card if he's been registered with UIDAI. In the same way, if you want to register your shop, your medical shop, or your, a grocery shop, or if you are into a small coaching business, or if you are practicing as a professional, or you are into service industry, you are running a small service organization, you can get yourself registered under Udyam Aadhaar, and it's a free of cost registration. And once you have been classified or registered as a MSME, you will be eligible for all the benefits which is being launched by central government for funding of MSME. MSME is nothing more than practically all shops nearby my location. Like one mithai shop is there nearby my location, one grocery shop is there nearby my location, one dhobi ka dukan is there nearby my location. So many shops, mechanic shop is there nearby my location. All shops or businesses surrounding your locality can be classified as MSME, and we can understand that whatever level of employment that has been generated by large industries comparatively, although these MSMEs are quite very small, but their employment generation capacity is huge, right? Because in terms of large level industry, they are very less in numbers and generating huge employment opportunities. But when it comes to MSME, we can understand it is huge in numbers. So logically, if even they are generating one or two employment through their operations, they are actually resolving the big issue of unemployment, that is the centralized problem of our economy, right? Right, students, got my
Yes.
point. So this is
Yes.
So,
these are MSME. So government, and the biggest problem with MSME, if you can see, is first and the major problem for expansion or operation is funding. So government has came out with multiple funding options available to MSME. In this chapter, you guys are going to go ahead with 13 different schemes which is providing funding to or facilitate funding to MSMEs. Second, the basic objective of this enactment that we are going to go through with today is also, the major problem with MSMEs, the recovery of credit extended by them, because generally debtors pertaining to MSME are used to drag their payment commitment, and it creates a huge liquidity problems to the MSME. They are not getting their payments on time, although they have to make the payments to their creditors on time. So even this law also facilitates a fast recovery of debts or credit extended by MSME. Got my point? So the first objective is the funding issue. The second objective is a recovery issue related with debtors. Third, government through this act is also trying to come out with certain policies pertaining to MSMEs that will that will help them to promote and develop in their own sector. Got my point? So overall, this act is all about a mechanism that will make sure that they'll get payment on time, they get a proper credit facility or loans from governmental schemes. And third, is government should take all initiatives for orderly promotion and development of MSME activities over here in India. Got my point? Is it
Yes,
clear,
sir.
student?
Yes.
yes,
Now,
yes.
when it comes to MSME, if you'll see and observe their role that they are playing over here in Indian economy. So I told you the centralized problem of Indian economy is low employment capacity. Means people are either unemployed or they are underemployed. Human capital is being wasted a lot. So, MSME are offering good employment opportunities or job opportunities. So, it is ultimately supporting the government for effective utilization of human capital. Second major problem is unequal development. If you can, I say in Mira Bhayandar, if you'll go into, certain backward part of Mira Bhayandar or rural areas associated with Thane district, you can easily observe, the underdevelopment. You can easily observe the variation in the lifestyle of those people and the lifestyle of urban people, because of the lack of opportunities available in the rural areas, because of less of income available to the rural areas people. So it is unnecessarily creating disparity between two geographical locations, economic disparities, social disparities in between or amongst multiple locations. So MSME expansion or development of MSME will definitely reduce that disparity and make sure that other along with rural industrialization, it also ensures a balanced development throughout the nation. It also ensures whatever national wealth that has been available, whatever national income we do generate, almost not very equitable, but definitely try to, balance out the equitable income and wealth distribution within the nation. Got my point, students? Is that clear? So basically,
Yes,
these
sir.
3 points are all about what, Vida? These 3 points are all about, we would say that disparity elimination, right? Right, students.
Yes,
Next
yes.
one is, if we do talk about MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprise, sometimes they are acting as an independent entities, but generally they are ancillaries entities which is supporting the large level industries, like a grocery shop nearby, nearby my location is selling all the products, right, that has been manufactured by the large level organization. So can I say that the grocery shop nearby my location is a part of a supply chain, right, of the large level industries, right, which is providing a kind of direct connect with the customers to the large level industries, right? Right, students,
Yes, sir.
means large level industries
Yes.
cannot supply their product to the ultimate end consumer without the support of MSME, right? As there are MSMEs, that is why these all large level organizations are capable enough to reach to the ultimate customer or end user, right? So they are ancillary or incidental to the main industries. Got my point, students? Is it clear? This
Yes, sir.
question is totally
Yes,
talking
sir.
about the importance of MSME for socio-economic development of this nation, for creation of employment, for supporting the large level industries for on their operations and so on. And along with this, even I have told you very clearly, when it comes to MSME Act, this act is basically enacted with a purpose, that the government should come out with certain policies and procedures with a bottom up approach, students, where even MSME owners and MSME participants can participate in the policy making decisions of the government, because now the government is running behind, although India is a democratic country. But earlier, from the very beginning, India was having a top down approach, and gradually they are getting into bottom up approach, where all the participants affecting by the policies can also be the part of the policy making exercise. India is running behind bottom up approach. So this MSME Act promotes a kind of participative approach, where while making the policies pertaining to MSME, only the government will not be involved in the policy making procedure. Even those who are the owners of MSME can also be the part of the policy making decisions of the government. So that is the first basic object of this law. Dusra is the funding issue. Government has came out with multiple funding policies or funding schemes, because the most important problem that MSMEs are facing is non-availability of funds or non-availability of credits. And third is the recovery problem with MSME when they extend any kind of credit to large level industries, by supplying any work in progress or raw material or something, they are not getting on time payments. That is creating a credit blockage. So to remove that credit blockage by providing stringent provision on non-payment of bills of MSME under this enactment, the government is trying to build liquidity in the operations of MSMEs. Got my point? Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? So if you'll go
Yes,
through
sir.
with if you'll go through with this act, you will get to know that the definition of MSME, where you will get to know that even we have already done in the first chapter the definition of MSME, the classification as laid down in section 7. But today again we are going to go through with the same. Okay, there are three tier structure has been developed: micro, small, and medium enterprise under this act. And I told you it is not required that in order to be an enterprise, you should always be, a manufacturing unit. Even if you are a manufacturing unit, or you are a trading unit, or even you are a service provider, you can classify yourself as an MSME, right? The third basic objective of this law is national level advisory mechanism. I told you very clearly, they have adopted a bottom-up approach where three-tier national level advisory body has been constituted, where large level industry people are the representative, MSME owners are the representative, and governmental officers are representative, who are in charge of making policies on behalf of the government for the orderly promotion and development of MSME, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
This act
Yes,
is
sir.
also
Yes, sir.
leading to
Yes, sir.
funding and development scheme pertaining to MSME. Various progressive credit policies has been, developed by Government of India in order to promote funding to MSME. Even, students, under this enactment, a specific provision under this enactment, a specific provision has been made. Today I'm going to teach you NSIC registration. Once you'll know about NSIC registration, you will get to know that we know that government is also buying from the market, right? So while making the purchase by the government, it is the mandatory requirement under this enactment and NSIC policy of the government that certain substantial percentage of governmental buying or governmental procurement should be only through MSME. Government cannot, around 35% I think is the reservation limit when I have last read the NSIC policy, that total purchases whatever government is doing, out of that minimum 35% should be bought from whom? MSME. So the MSMEs are also going to get a huge orders from government as a reserved orders, right? And to protect the MSMEs from delayed payment. And the last is beta. When it comes to closing of MSME, we know that when it comes to closure of company, it requires lengthy process of dissolution, court proceeding, judicial proceeding. But these MSME owners are very sensitive, and they cannot get into a very lengthy litigation processes. They do not have that kind of fund or that kind of time available with them. Time may be available, but funding is the biggest problem for them. So even government has came out with certain easy exit opportunity for the MSME owner, where if they want to just close down their business entity as an MSME, they can close it down through a fast track process. Got my point? Is it clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
So, as of
Yes,
now,
sir.
we have done with the second question. Second question is all about what? The provision of MSME Act. Why the MSME Act has been passed? So, MSME Act has been passed with the following objective. The first objective is to particularly define and classify the micro, small, and medium enterprise. Where it has been very clear that it is not required that in order to be classified as an MSME, you need to be a manufacturing unit. Even you can be a trader, you can be a service provider. So any mechanic shop nearby me can classify itself into MSME. Any service provider, even if a doctor or a chemist is running any small shop, they can classify themselves into MSME. Even a kirana shop or a grocery shop can classify itself into MSME. And once you will be registered as an MSME, you will be eligible for all kind of governmental scheme that has been either extended by central government or extended by your state government, in terms of funding, loans, or any kind of support, which the government is intended to extend to MSME, right? Next, when it comes to policies pertaining to MSME, they are very clear that now the policy that has been made by the government is not being made through top-down approach, where the government will come up with the policy and start implementing the same. Now, in the policy making exercise, even MSME owners can be the part of the consultative board. Even their opinion will be heard while framing the policy by state or a central government pertaining to MSME, so that the policy should be more realistic, right, and implementable, right? Right, students.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Along with that, this act also makes sure that all MSMEs should also get kind of funds which is being required through various governmental schemes and programs. They are being provided with progressive credit policies. Even when government will buying something from the open market, rather than preferring those procurement and purchases from large level industries, government should keep a reservation to buy from MSMEs so that they'll have channelized the source of revenue from government as well. When it comes to any buyer who is buying goods or taking services from MSME, should make an on-time payment. If he failed to make on-time payment, the repercussion should be quite very severe so that unnecessary delayed payment can be prevented from the point of view of MSME, right? And when an MSME is planning to close down its operations, rather than getting into intense legal proceeding, lengthy legal proceeding, they should be close down their entities through a shortcut process known as fast track exit route. Right? Right, students,
Yes,
got
sir.
my point?
Yes, sir.
Now the third question is, what is enterprise? I have told you very clearly, in order to be an enterprise, it is not at all required that you should always be involved into manufacturing of product. You can be into providing services. Even a trading unit can be classified as an enterprise. So if we'll go ahead with the legal definition of MSME, they are clearly using the term enterprise, right? Whereas the enterprise means and includes a manufacturing enterprise or even a service provider enterprise. It is not required that in order to be an enterprise, you should always be an industrial undertaking. Even if you are a normal business organization, or even if you are a service establishment, you can be classified as an enterprise, right? You may be involved in the manufacturing of goods or production of goods or manufacturing of goods, right? That has been laid down in the first schedule to IRDA, that is Industrial Development and Regulation Act 1951. And services may you can be providing any kind of services. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Got my
Yes, sir.
point, students?
Yes, sir.
I would say that an enterprise can be a manufacturing unit which has been involved in manufacturing of any goods that has been listed in the first schedule to IDRA 1951. It can be a business concern which is being getting into a trading of any kind of goods, right? And even it can be classified as a it can be classified as a service provider unit which has been involved in providing any kind of services, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got my point, students. You guys can go through with four questions. Shifa, I haven't shared the notes with you. I'm sharing it with you. You guys can go through with first, I think three questions we have done, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got my point, students. Should we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Should we proceed further? Now
Yes,
we
sir.
are talking, the next topic is National Board for MSME. What is National Board, beta? Now, this National Board is going to act as an authority established under MSME Act, which will first act as an advisor to the government. Whenever the government wants to make any policy for MSME, whether it is funding policy or other assistance or support policy or any other policy pertaining to support to MSME, they cannot make any such policy without taking a consultation or advice of MSME board. And we know that, if you can remember, even labor laws as students, we have seen that now the government in all its sector has came out with bottom up approach, where the government is constituting a three tier structures, where governmental representative, industrial representative, and the sector which is being associated with that entity, their representative will sit and will participate in various meetings, deliberations, and discussions of those board or those committees, right? And will make a policy collectively, right, through mutual negotiation, discussions, deliberations, and consultations, right? Right, students.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
Yes,
even
sir.
means now the government is not acting in an autocratic manner. It is actually working in a democratic manner, where the government is trying to develop policies, trying to develop systems by participation, by democracy, not by authorities, right? So over here, a national board of a micro, small, and medium enterprise is being constituted under Section 3 of this Act. Its official name is this. Its head office is in New Delhi, and it will conduct its meeting 4 times a year. That is, for every quarter there will be one meeting of this, right? This board, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It has been when it
Yes,
comes
sir.
to uh, composition of this board, it is a multi-stakeholder body. Multi-stakeholder body means governmental representative will be the part of this board, industrial representative will be the part of this board, even bank or public financial institution ke representative will be the part of this board. Now, why the bank and public financial institution ke representatives are the part of this board? See, beta, if the government is coming out with any policy, for example, there is one popular loan that has been extended by bank and PFI to MSME. You must have heard about it. Mudra loan. Have you heard about it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Mudra loan is an unsecured loan that has been given by all the banks to the MSME. It is unsecured loan. Unsecured means bank cannot demand any mortgage or collateral for these loans. है ना? So I think three category of loans are there: Shishu, Tarun, and Kishore. Okay, under which different kinds of amount will be extended to MSME. Suppose if tomorrow I want to install my offline classes and I'm like, I just wanted to take a loan for my coaching institution. I can approach any bank, any scheduled bank, and ask them that I am seeking a Mudra loan. Even you can make an online application for Mudra loan students. There is a website known as Jan Samarth in which you can make an application, and if you are eligible, multiple banks will come, according to their digital algorithm, with their offers and interest rate and amount to you that you are eligible for Mudra loan. Now you are digitally eligible, so you can go physically and you can submit your all documents and eligibility requirements. If you are satisfying, then the bank will extend you a loan. And the very very important thing is, but it is unsecured loan. Tomorrow, if you will not repay back the loan, bank cannot do anything against you, right? What the bank can do maximally can file a recovery proceeding against you. Your CIBIL score has been reduced, right? But how the bank can recover that amount if you haven't kept anything as a collateral or mortgage with the bank, right? So who is going to be most, affected person by the governmental scheme? That is going to be the bank and public financial institutions, right? Right, students,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Because government will give them a target that you have to extend these many loans in a year when it comes to MSME loans, that is Mudra loan. So maybe I don't know the targets given by the government, but definitely government will provide target to the banks that you have to clear this many cases of Mudra loan. You have to extend, them unsecured MSME loan. So that is why in this board, representative of bank and public financial institution will also sit, because whenever government will make any funding policy, they should also be the part of the policy making exercise, because ultimately their interests are going to be affected by the governmental policy, right? So it will consist three people in the board. One is governmental representative in order to build an independent overview, right? Or independent perspective. Industrial experts in order to consider the inputs of MSMEs, right? And industry owners, right? And
Yes, sir.
a representative financial institution, so that while making the policy, government should also consider the interest of bank and PFI, because whenever it comes to a funding policy of the government, fund will only be provided by the bank and PFIs only, right? Right, students, getting my
Yes, sir.
point?
Yes, sir.
It will carry one chairperson and vice chairperson, and both will be the governmental representative, right? The union minister in charge of MSME will be the chairperson. Minister of State, Deputy Minister, or nominee will be the vice chairperson. Okay, means they both are chairperson and vice chairpersons are going to be governmental representative, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Out of all states, six state ministers handling MSMEs, two member of parliament, two of Lok Sabha, three members of parliament, two of Lok Sabha, and one representing Rajya Sabha, and one union territory administrator. Okay, so these people are going to be the governmental representatives, right? A chairperson, a vice chairperson, six state ministers dealing with the matter of MSME, three members of parliament, out of which two should be from Lok Sabha and one from Rajya Sabha, one union territory administrator, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, secretaries of key ministries such as MSME, Commerce and Industry, Finance, Food Processing, Labor and Planning, as a senior governmental official. Then representative of financial institution, right? Representing NABARD, SIDBI, right? Because NABARD is providing agriculture and rural loans, right? And SIDBI provides what? Small business loans, right? Indian Banking
Yes, sir.
Association and RBI, right? NABARD is the regulator of agriculture and rural banks over here in India, and RBI is the regulator of all the commercial banks working over here in India. SIDBI is taking care of a small business loan or a small industrial loan, right? And IBA is a protection of, association of bank protecting collectively the interest of all banks working over here in India, right? Right,
Yes.
Yes,
students.
sir.
है ना? Then 20 representative from MSME Association, out of which three should be women enterprise and three from micro enterprise association. Okay, three eminent person, out of which one should be the woman representing economics, industry or science or technology. Two representative of central trade union, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And member secretary who should be the joint secretary from MSME. Ex officio, right? So
Yes, sir.
Yes,
overall,
sir.
the point will come. Do you need to learn the composition? So see, sometimes institute becomes very logical, and they would ask you a question on composition as well, because ultimately being a student of professional course, I feel you should have clear understanding that this is a hybrid model when it comes to these kind of board, and they'll proportionately consider involvement of all the participants whose interests are going to be affected by the policy pertaining to MSME. So we do understand that this is going to concern this is going to include empires, that is governmental representatives, right? This is going to include industry experts. This is going to include MSME representative. This is going to include representative of bank and PFIs, right? That is the basic understanding, right? But you may have to learn, these numbers as well. And in although I'll revise it again and again in the class, so definitely almost you'll learn in the class itself. But for the sake of examination, this composition is essential. But from the sake of practical knowledge, I feel basic understanding is more than enough, right? Right,
Oh,
students,
Yes,
got
sir.
my
Yes,
point.
sir.
And I feel that people are learning the provision, but they do not understand exactly the basic, basics of law. So understand the basic why these are the participants, because government is running behind bottom up approach. It is promoting democracy, right? It is promoting participative approach. Kal ko utke somebody should not say that like ki, yeah, they have made a law on woman and woman is not the part of that law, right? Right, students,
yes.
it's like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Got my point? Because every person who is going to be affected by that law or that policy should be the part of the decision making, because they can put up the perspective of the affected person too, right? Right, students, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Getting my point, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, what is going to be the role of this board? It is an apex advisory board, and remember, beta, all these board has been constituted with the role of advisory committee only. Means they can only advise the government, but ultimate decision lies with the government itself. Got my point? So, whenever it comes to these board, whenever they'll give any advice, recommendation, or a basic framework of policy to the government, the final judgment or a decision will be taken by the government, not by these bodies. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Central government, no, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, what?
Central government, no, sir.
What central government?
Final decision will be
Well,
taken.
it may be by the central government, or some powers of definitely MSME will be provided to the state government. So even if the state government will make any policy, even they'll constitute an advisory body on MSME, right? And their role, advisory body ka role will be limited to the advice only, right? It
Yes, sir.
may only advise to the government, right? So whenever government is making any policy or reviewing any policy pertaining to promotion of MSME, they'll take the input or recommendation from whom? This board, right? It will recommend manifold matters to the government. Government may accept it, government may reject it, right? Even whenever government is planning to constitute any MSME fund, who will provide advice to the government is MSME board, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow, if you'll see that government is planning to make changes in MSME policy, or government is creating new MSME fund, or government is increasing the MSME fund, or government is coming out with some new license required for MSME, or government has put a validity period on Udyam Aadhaar, you can understand these all recommendations must have been given by these apex advisory body, right? Right, students, got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we have done with
Yes,
what?
sir.
We have done with the MSME board. Again, I'm repeating, MSME board is a advisory committee constituted under Section 3 of MSME Act 2006. Its head office is going to be at New Delhi. It will meet quarterly to take multiple decisions whenever it comes to government making any new policy promoting MSME, or government is reviewing any policy pertaining to MSME, or government is creating any MSME fund, or government is taking any decision which is directly or indirectly affecting the interest of MSME, all the matters will be considered by the government based on the advice and recommendation by the MSME board, right? MSME board will have only right to give advice and recommendation to the government only. The final decision lies with
Central
the
government.
government itself, right? It is a multi-stakeholder body where few people will represent the interest of the government, few people will represent the interest of industry, and few people will be representing the interest of bank or public financial institution. Their numbers will be notified as per the in the rules under MSME Act 2006. Even in several cases, participation of women representative is essential, right? Right, students. And
Yes, sir.
now this
Yes, sir.
composition you guys can learn: one chairman, one vice chairman, six ministers of a state representing MSME, three member of parliament, two should be from Lok Sabha, one from Rajya Sabha, one union territory minister. This is also quite very logical. They are putting some MPs, they are putting some state minister, they are putting union territory representatives, right? They're including NABARD ka representative, Indian Banking Association ka representative, RBI representative, right? SIDBI representative, right? Then industry mein they are representing 20 representative of MSME, out of which three should be woman oriented entrepreneurs, right? And three should be micro enterprise association representative. Then three should be industry representative, large scale industry representative, out of which one should be the woman, right? And two representative of central trade unions representing the interest of employees working in MSMEs, right? Right,
Yes,
students,
sir.
got my point.
Yes, sir.
So you guys can prepare this question as well. Okay, students. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now the
Yes, sir.
next question is classification of MSME. Now for classification of MSME, government has came out with a rule in 2020, that is a notification in 2020, where two things will be considered to classify as an MSME, as a micro, small or medium enterprise. First one is how much investment is there in their plant and machinery and what is their annual turnover. So if an enterprise is having investment in plant and machinery up to 1 crore and their turnover is up to 5 crore rupees, then it will be classified as what, beta? Micro enterprise, right? So if in my coaching institution all furniture, fixtures or machines that has been installed is carrying a value of 1 crore rupees and my annual turnover is less than 5 crore or up to 5 crore rupees, I would be classified as a micro enterprise, right? If it is 10 crore and 50 crore, then it's small, right? If it is 50 crore to 250 crore, it is medium enterprise. And if it is beyond 50 crore and beyond 250 crore, it will be a large level industry, right? Right,
Yes, sir.
students.
Yes,
है
sir.
ना? Here the turnover include only inland turnover, export turnover will not be counted. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now they have excluded trading enterprise. Beta. Trading enterprise would not come under the definition of what? MSME. Okay. So they, in that case, they will require only Gumasta license. What, beta? Gumasta. Okay. That is called
Yes, sir.
Shop and Establishment Act. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
only two enterprise now, means manufacturing and service enterprise, right?
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes, sir.
students.
Yes, sir.
Done. So we have done with how many questions? Beta, two questions. Now you guys can read it and finish. When it comes to Udyam registration, you can do it online. It's a paperless registration. No certification or no attestation is required as students. Like if you want to register a company, it does require certification from a practicing CACS CMA. It's a self-declared, registration. Like even if you are applying for IECNA, import and export code, even it is self-declared. Where no certification of professional or third party is involved. It is known as what beta self-declared registration. Got my point?
Yes,
So
sir.
it's an
Yes,
online
sir.
process, no physical or on paper process. No certification of professional is required. If you want to classify yourself and register yourself as an MSME, right? Right, students. All documentation need to be digital. Will be digital. Only Aadhaar card or PAN card is required. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Based on your PAN card, or GSTIN, they'll fetch your turnover whether you are being classified to be a micro, medium, or a small enterprise or not. Okay. Uniform or single central registration including all state and union territories. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you are being registered as a you will get a Udyam registration. Now, beta, government, central or state government ka whatever policy is being connected with promotion and development of MSME, okay, will be applicable upon you. Okay. Means if you are applying for Mudra loan, even it does require what beta Udyam Aadhaar. Got my point?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All governmental scheme incentives and policy pertaining to MSME will be attributable to only those who are having what Udyam registration.
Yes, sir.
We know that only service provider entity and manufacturing entity can classify itself into MSME, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you are registering or you are opening an MSME, you can file memorandum of MSME with the government, central government. Okay. It is absolutely optional. Any micro or a small enterprise can file it. Medium enterprise can file it if it belongs to service sector. Any medium enterprise involved in manufacturing of any goods that has been laid down in Schedule 1 to IRDA can even file that memorandum. It is optional for micro and a small enterprise, right? It is optional for medium enterprise if it is into service sector, but it is mandatory for medium enterprise which is being involved in manufacturing of first schedule wala product, right? It is mandatory, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Central government will specify with which authority you have to file that memorandum. It is just the records of existence that you are existed as a medium enterprise, right? If you have filed this memorandum, you can claim all state benefits, priority lending, subsidies, and you can participate in governmental schemes. Okay, it is in addition to Udyam Aadhaar, beta, right? It is mandatory for whom? It is mandatory for medium enterprise involved in manufacturing of what? Schedule 1 products, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Right.
Repeating
Yes,
it again,
Yes, sir.
when it comes to memorandum of MSME, it is a memorandum that has been filed by the concerned enterprise in order to claim various benefit that has been launched by state or a central government pertaining to MSME, including priority lending, subsidy programs, or any other governmental scheme. It is not required for micro and small enterprise, not required for medium enterprise into service sector, but it is mandatory for medium enterprise if it has been involved in manufacturing of any product that has been laid down in Schedule 1 to IRDA Act, right? Right, students?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Government will provide following benefits to MSME having Udyam Aadhaar. Uh, Government will provide a skill development program for the employee management and entrepreneurs of MSME. It provide facility pertaining to technological upgradation. It provide marketing assistance and improved infrastructure facility related programs for whom MSME. Um, Even it will also promote cluster development to strengthen backward and forward linkage. Backward linkage means when the government is helping you to connect with your supplier. Forward linkage means government is helping you to connect you with your customers. Okay. Backward means with supplier, forward means with customers. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Got my point, students? Is it clear?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
repeating.
Yes, sir.
It is not always about the funding that government will provide to the MSME. A government will run certain free or subsidized program for the skill development of employee management and entrepreneur because skills are required to be a successful employee or entrepreneur. Even if an MSME is seeking technological upgradation, government may have policies for the technological upgradation of MSME. Even government can provide marketing assistance to MSME that how they can market their products, right? Even government can provide infrastructure facilities to MSME and also involved in cluster development in order to strengthen backward and forward linkage in MSME, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, students. We know that Udyam registration process, it's online, paperless, self-declaration process, no fees is required. Aadhaar is mandatory, PAN and GSTIN is mandatory. I If GST is there, then GSTIN, otherwise PAN is sufficient. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can have only one Udyam registration. One enterprise can have only one Udyam registration covering any number of activities. Okay. Okay,
Yes, sir.
student.
Okay.
Sir, is
A
there any
perma
limit, sir?
No limit. It's clearly written. No, but one enterprise can have one Udyam registration, but number of activities can be multiple. Like you can have GST for multiple product and services too, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. No renewal is required. Matlab it is a permanent registration. A QR code. I'll show you. I am having few Udyam registrations, so I'll share it with you, students. Okay, so you
Okay.
can get the picture of Udyam Aadhaar. It's a permanent registration number. A QR
उद्यम
code is
रजिस्ट्रेशन कर लिया तो एमएसएमई हो गया या फिर
MSME हो गया, हो गया. Okay. If you'll misrepresent, penalty will be attracted. This certificate is more than sufficient for micro enterprise for priority sector lending. Once you'll registered, all the MSME ministry schemes will be open for you. Priority sector lending will be open for you. You will be eligible for multiple activities as an MSME. Got my point? Is it clear,
Yes.
students?
Yes, sir.
यस
Yes, sir.
Now this NSIC registration, three registration comes up, right, students? One is Udyam registration, second was memorandum filing, right? And the third one is for what beta? NSIC registration. And I told you NSIC registration will help you to become a priority when it comes to governmental procurement, right? Right, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If
sir.
Yes,
any
sir.
micro or small enterprise wants governmental order, then they can get themselves registered with NSIC, right? Both
Yes.
can register. If you will registered with NSIC office, then you will get what beta governmental order, right?
यस सर
Yes, sir.
They can come for your technical inspection, huh? After successfully inspection, you will get NSIC grant registration, huh?
Sir. Sir, is there any abbreviation for NSIs?
National, I know the full form. Uh, National Small Industrial Corporation.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You can file the governmental tender on free of cost basis if you are an SIC registered. Okay. You need not to deposit any earnest money. Deposit means upfront deposit on governmental tender is not mandatory for you. Okay. But it's 25%. Remember, I said 35% in the beginning. I said when last time I have read it, it was 35%. It is how much percent is a reservation, beta? 25%.
25%.
Okay. Means if government is making 100 orders in this year, 25 order will go to MSME, right?
Yes, sir.
If ordinary industry is charging L1 price, they can charge 15% extra. Huh? Matlab 15% extra margin is being available to them, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Out of this 25%, 4% will be reserved for STSC only unit and 3% for women oriented units. Okay.
Yes, sir.
EMD exemption, price, preference, consortia support, right? These all are the benefit of NSIC registration. Got my point, students? Is it
Yes,
clear?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Up 13 schemes are there. So we'll start it. Now they are talking about supplier. Who is supplier? They are saying so definitely supplier over here is going to be MSME, right? So what they are saying, students, they are saying a supplier is a micro or a small enterprise that has filed a memorandum with authority as per section 8 subsection 1 of the act. Okay. So any micro or a small enterprise which has filed a memorandum with authority will come under the definition of supplier. And if it is being classified as a supplier, it is the duty of the buyer that to make the payment to these entities on time, right? If they will not make the payment on time, then there would be two repercussion. First, they have to pay the three repercussion. First, they have to pay the penal interest to the MSME. Second, they have to bear or bond the penalty. And third one would be whatever purchases they have made and have not made the payment on time will not be eligible for income tax deductions, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
entity include under the term supplier is a company, a national small industrial corporation, registered companies, ठीक which has been involved in providing goods or services. Then it includes small industrial development corporation of a state or union territory. Okay. So this memorandum can be filed or these entities can be registered with NSIC. It can be registered with SIDC, right? Or other registered entity. It can be a company, cooperative society, trust, or a body registered under any law for the time being in force, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. It can be a service provider unit or goods provider units, right?
Yes, sir.
They'll get all the benefits like timely payment, dispute resolution, and governmental procurement preference, right? Got my
Yes, sir.
point, students?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
supplier
sir.
is nothing more than a micro or a small enterprise. Micro or a small enterprise which has filed memorandum with either NSSIC and registered as a company, SIDC, that is State Industrial Development Corporation of a state or union territory, right? And a registered company. It can be any company, cooperative society, trust, limited liability partnership firm, or any body corporate, right? Which is involved in production or distribution of any goods which is being reserved for MSME or providing any services, reserved for MSME, right? If they are being, classified as a supplier, they will have three benefits. One, timely payment from the buyer. Second, dispute resolution between buyer and supplier by, the MSME code. And third, governmental procurement preference, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
सर फिर उद्यम रजिस्ट्रेशन लिया, इवन दो यू आर एन एमएसएमई, आपको ये बेनिफिट नहीं मिल सकता?
नहीं 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 मिल सकता, राइट? It's not been available on Udyam registration. What you'll have to do, you have to file a specific memorandum with whom, either with NSIC, SIDC, or any other union territory body, right?
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sir, in government procurement preferences, it includes the providing of tender notes
25%, right?
Yes,
Out
sir.
of which 4 and 3%, right? 4% is for
Yes, sir.
STSC units
And
and
one
3% for women, right?
woman. Yes, sir. Any other benefits, sir?
Procurement benefit, your disputes are going to be resolved by MSME court and you will get timely payments, right?
Okay, okay, sir.
So they are saying that appointed day means the due date of payment, I guess. They are saying that it will be 15 days from the date of acceptance of goods from the supplier. I told you MSME can provide maximum how many days ka credit beta? 45 days. In the beginning I told you, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. And buyer is under a responsibility to pay within 45 days from the appointed day. Means total 60 days ho gaya na beta, right? Right, bachcho.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Because appointed day is the day immediately after 15 days from the date when the buyer accepts the goods. So once the buyer will accept the goods, uske 45 days ke matlab appointed day ke 45 days ke andar you have to make the payment, right? So total credit period by MSME can be maximum how many days beta? 60 days, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Delay in payment will attract bank rates se 3 times interest, okay? In case of delayed payment, he can approach MSME court known as MSME Facilitation Council. And MSME Council can conduct conciliation or arbitration for that matter for settlement of payment between them. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you
Yes,
have
sir.
to pay 3 time interest plus you have to face the judicial action, right? And I told you no income tax deduction, right? Under income tax law, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Got my point, students. Now the last question. MSME Council is a MSME code, right? Right, student.
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
there
sir.
is a dispute between buyer and supplier, you can refer that dispute to MSME Council, right? They will first conduct conciliation. If it is not possible, then they will conduct what? Arbitration, right? Initially, conciliation is settlement between parties. If settlement could not be arrived, they'll conduct what? Arbitration, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Within 90 days, your matter is going to be sorted out. It will consist 3 to 5 member. One is director of industry, representative of MSME, representative of bank and PFI, and industry expert. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you want to file appeal against the council, you can prefer an appeal to the court, but you have to deposit 75% of amount before filing the appeal. Okay.
Yes, sir.
75%. ठीक है. Got my point, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Within 90 days, they'll resolve your dispute, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now there are PYQs. I have included PYQs as well. See, MS applicant, a small enterprise having investment in P&M 8 CR and turnover 45 CR. Definitely, it's a small, right? 1 CR, 5 CR is micro, or 10 CR, 50 CR is small, right? And 50 CR and 250 CR is medium, right?
Medium.
Medium.
Approaches you to seek your advice on MSME cluster development program schemes. So they go, they've asked the question from something we haven't covered yet, right? It is a scheme based question, right? Right, students.
Yes,
That
Yes, sir.
those 13 schemes, है ना? Green
Yes.
Tech Innovation is micro enterprise founded in 20 by Raj, an engineering graduate with a passion for renewable energy. Based in a small town, the company specializes manufacturing solar powered lamps aimed at rural area that lack reliable access to or electricity. Raj's vision is to provide affordable, sustainable lighting solution that improve the quality of life in those community. Explain the role of MSME like green tech in economic development and community empowerment. Our first question, right? Right,
Yes,
students.
sir.
Employment opportunity complementary to large
Yes, sir.
industries, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
No question in July
Yes, sir.
2025. I have included only two questions. Three questions were there, yeah. Okay, I'll check. One more question is there. Okay. Out of four attempts, in three attempts, they have asked three mark ke question. Got my point? So only schemes are pending. Now I'll take a break of around 30 to 35 minutes, students. Okay. Then
Okay,
we
sir.
will go ahead with those 13 schemes. Then we'll go ahead with quick review of MSME chapter in the class again. Then again, I'll give you a small break. Then if possible, I'll take 20-25 minutes ka session to finish up that LLP ka quick revision. Okay,
Oh,
students.
okay,
See
Okay,
sir.
you
sir.
around 7,
Yes, sir.
7:05 or 7:10. You guys can take a break as well. Okay. Screen is visible to you, right, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I was having some doubts, so I have just searched it and added it in this thing in the notes. I'll share the updated notes as well. Actually, they were using whenever we are reading the term supplier. So you must have observed that they were saying that supplier should always be a company, right? It can be a company, it can be a cooperative society, it can be a trust, or it can be any other body corporate, right? Right,
Yes, sir.
student. So a question pops up like how a small business can always be registered as a company, right? Right, students, है ना?
Yes,
It is
sir.
Yes, sir.
not at all required, na, that always you are saying that one part of the act you are talking about protection of the interest of the MSME, and at later stage you are saying that in order to get the protection you need to be a registered entity. So I did not find it like logical. So I have seen the explanation and I have summarized it through chat GPT. So let's go through. They are saying I have asked why the word company appearing so often. So the act says a supplier is a MSC, that is micro and small enterprise. We know that, right? Which has filed the memorandum. But many times MSC itself does not directly sell to the government or big buyer. They sales through some intermediaries. Like goods are being purchased by a small national small industrial corporation like NSIC. It is being taken up by the state small industrial development corporation SIDC, or it is being taken up by some company, cooperative society, trust, etc. And they sell the goods to the large level industries. Okay, got my point, students?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So if these middle agencies or these companies, cooperative society and trust will get payment on time from the large level industries, then only they could manage to make the payment to whom beta? To MSE, right? Right, students. So they are using the term company in order to show that middlemen or intermediaries, okay, those who are acquiring goods in order to supply it to the large scale industries or to the government or to the governmental establishments. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then
Basically, MSME cannot sell directly to the government. They will have to.
through NSIC or some intermediary, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
one question again came into my mind because they were talking about supply of goods, and we got to know that MSME cannot be a supplier, right? Means an MSME cannot be in only supplies of goods. It cannot be into trading activities, right? It can either be into manufacturing activity or into service enterprise, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So again, now the supplier is nothing more than what beta those intermediary who is buying goods from the manufacturing MSC, or which is buying, taking services from, service provider MSC, and through them it is supplying it to some other entities, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Got my point?
Yes, sir.
So I have added the explanation. You guys can go through. Then Shashikant ji has asked one question, that what do you mean by memorandum? And he asked me a question that, Rahul sir, Udyam registration will be treated as memorandum or not? So Udyam registration is also a memorandum. Got my point? Even I have put the explanation of that point as well. Earlier, memorandum was EM Part 1, that is called Entrepreneurship Memorandum Part 1 and Entrepreneurship Memorandum Part 2. Now, both EM Part 1 and EM Part 2 has been merged into Udyam registration. So, even Udyam registered entity will also be classified as what? Beta protection for delayed payment. Got my point?
Okay.
Yes.
Is it clear? So these few doubts were there. So it's now sorted out. You guys can go through with explanation as well. Got my point? Now, what
Oh,
is pending, students? Now 13 schemes are pending, right?
yes, sir.
Should we start with schemes?
Yes, sir.
And after schemes, I think chapter is over. है ना?
Yes, sir.
Prime Minister Employment Generation Scheme, to promote self-employment and generate sustainable employment opportunity in rural and urban area. Subsidy structure: 15 to 35% subsidy on project cost varying by category and location. Loan limit up to 50 lakh for manufacturing and 20 lakh for service unit. Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Yojana portal reopened after a 5-month closure with 132 application filed and 34 sanctioned. Open to individual above 18 year, including SC, ST, OBC, physically handicapped candidate, woman, ex-serviceman, NER beneficiary. ठीक है. So they are saying that Prime Minister Employment Generation Program, under this program, any person who is an adult can seek subsidy up to 15 to 35% on its project cost. Means government is going to bear 15 to 35% of his project cost. He can get a loan under governmental scheme. 50 lakh for manufacturing unit, 20 lakh rupees for service unit. Basic objective of this Prime Minister Employment Generation Program is to promote self-employment so that people will not look forward to jobs only. They'll get into business or get into self-employment, right? And creating sustainable employment opportunity in rural and urban areas, right? That is the basic objective, right, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Again,
sir.
I am repeating it. Pradhan Mantri Employment Generation Program is a program in which any adult person who is willing to establish their own business unit in the form of manufacturing unit or service unit can do it. Government will bear the substantial percentage of his project cost as a subsidy. Means if I am investing 10 lakh rupees under this program, then up to 3 lakh 50,000 can be reimbursed by the government, and I can get a loan under PMEGP program. If it's a manufacturing unit, up to 50 lakh, otherwise 20 lakh. Basic objective of this program is to eliminate the employment requirements, right? Or mitigate the employment requirements by making the people self-employed, so that after becoming self-employed, even they can generate sustainable employment opportunity for rural and urban areas, right? Right, student. So
Yes.
basic objective of this program is to fight with unemployment issues of this nation, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, student. Now CGT MSc program, that is called Credit Guarantee Scheme for Micro and Small Enterprise. If you approach any bank or public financial institution, generally they are seeking for security, collateral, or mortgage. But being an MSME, you do not have such kind of asset with you that you can create collateral. So now the government has came out with credit guarantee scheme, under which if an MSME is seeking loan and they do not have anything to put as a collateral, they can seek guarantee from Credit Guarantee Corporation. Based on whose guarantee, bank will extend you the loan. Tomorrow, if MSME is unable to pay the loan, the loan will be repaid by that Credit Guarantee Corporation owned by central government. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What
sir.
my means, you will get collateral free loan, but bank is not bearing the risk. Who is bearing the risk? Students, CGT, MSc, right? Credit guarantee scheme for micro and small enterprise, right? You can get a loan up to 10 crore rupees under this, right? That is collateral free loan, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, that is the second scheme.
Sir, what will be the interest, sir, for that loan?
A subsidized interest or even a common interest can be charged, okay? But generally, state governments offer subsidized interest to MSME loans, okay?
Okay.
Now, this question, if you can remember, has asked, right? Institute has asked it, right?
Yes, sir.
Micro and Small Enterprise Cluster Development Program. MSMEs are having certain common issues like improvement of technology, improvement of skills, quality of production, and market access or marketability, right? In order to, I would say that this cluster program is basically focused on non-monetary or non-funding issues of the MSME, right? They are talking about technological development, skill development, right? Production quality related matter, right? And marketability related matter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A common facility center will be opened in those cluster area. Cluster means a colony or a location, okay, where a lot of MSMEs are working. So that common facility center will be opened. In this common facility center, marketing skills will be, provided to the entrepreneur managers of MSME. Employee development, skill development programs must be conducted, right? Right, students, a common
Yes,
facility
sir.
center will be opened where the 70% of the common facility center will be borne by government of India and 80% in case of special category states like northeastern states and all, right? Jammu and Kashmir and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, actually, I have asked to update it till 2025 now. So they are saying that the fifth meeting was held on March 2025. So I would write a short note on MSME, MSc CDP program. Mein. Under this program, government will notify a particular location as a SME cluster, a MSME cluster, right? And that cluster, government will open a common facility center. Under these common facility center, various skill development program or marketability related program would be conducted by government. 70 to 80% cost of this C establishment will be taken care of by government, right? And basically this program is focused on non-funding related issues pertaining to MSCs, right? Right,
Yes.
students. We
Yes,
have
sir.
done with how many program? Three program. First program
Yes.
was talking about challenging issues related with employment, right? Second was related with collateral free loan, and third was related with what? Non-fund based issues of MSME, right?
Yes, sir.
Spurti Yojana. You must have gone through with Spurti Yojana in CSEET, right? ट्रेडिशनल इंडस्ट्रीज के रीजनरेशन के लिए इट इज बीन कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड स्फूर्ति योजना. Traditional industry includes handicraft, textile, right, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is basically for traditional industries, right? Like लखनऊ की चिकनकारी, right?
Yes, sir.
जयपुर की फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री, right,
Yes, sir.
students. कोल्हापुर की फुटवेयर इंडस्ट्री,
Yes,
right?
sir.
That is traditional industries, right? स्फूर्ति. So a particular location will be classified as a cluster where funding and non-funding services will be provided to the artisans of that locality, including e-commerce integration and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, ESDP Entrepreneurship Skill Development Program. This is a program being conducted to promote entrepreneurship skill amongst youth, right? So that people rather than pursuing jobs should get into what bit of entrepreneurship, because it will resolve two problem. You will be employed and other people would also be employed because of your business, right? Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So done with five schemes, again repeating. The first scheme is about employment issues. The second scheme is about collateral free loan. The third scheme is about fourth, I guess I could remember, Spurti. Fifth is about entrepreneurship development, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And one is cluster. That third scheme was cluster, which is basically focusing on colonies of MSMEs. We have non-funding related matters like marketability, scalability, skill development, right? These related matters is being resolved through CFT, right? Common Facility Center or something, right? That was third, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, students.
Sir,
Hmm.
so in what way government will support uh, traditional industries, sir?
I think traditional artists के साथ very basic problem I find it like they're not very literate, or they do not have knowledge about their rights, or they are having funding crisis. They are not getting easy loans, right? And
Yes,
so many traditional industries has been collapsed, right?
yes,
Even there are so many middlemen involved in supply of their goods. If you see, traditional goods are being sold out at a higher prices in Amazon and other marketplaces, right? Where the people are buying at a very cheaper price from these local artisans and selling it at higher price and earning amount like anything, right? So by
yes,
making them literate, by making them aware about marketplaces, by providing them interest free loan or a low interest loan, easy access, availability of funding, right? uh, these kind of services would definitely be provided by central government and state government. And jab se these CSR things has came up, no, now a lot of companies are funding various NGOs which is actually working for the welfare and benefit and prevention of exploitation of these artisans. Dilishi, few days
yes,
back, I have even watched the reel in which a lady leading an NGO was talking about how these local artisans of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar is being exploited by big industrial players and local merchants, and how their NGO is basically working for their literacy, skill development, and communication to them about their rights, and arrangement or providation of funding to these kind of artisans. These kind of activities are even being conducted by NGOs too. What my point, Dilishi? Is it
yes,
clear?
yes,
So
Yes, sir.
these are five schemes. You guys can go through with the same.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, assistance to training institutes, like, because skill development is essential, right? Rather than only studies or theoretical understanding, right? So they are
Yes, sir.
basically talking about financial assistance to be provided to the training institutions for capacity building, for infrastructure setup. It includes basically, I think two. Whose mic is on? Yeah. When it comes to training institution, the first problem is, I think, a setup cost. So definitely the government will provide funding for the setup cost. Even it can be subsidized or it can be a debt funding. And along with that, once you will set up the training institution, no, because it requires recurring revenue model, right? It should have some recurring revenue model. So even if government is funding any kind of training, they'll supply you the candidates to whom you have to provide the training, and their fees will be paid by the government, or a part of their fees will be paid by the government, right? Right, students.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, students.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You're asking something, Shashikant ji. Koi Vikas Yojana, umbrella scheme. This scheme is for training and skill development of home beta artisans, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Procurement and marketing support में government will procure from them, right? And marketing support is like you can create awareness of your products, right? By participating
Yes,
in
sir.
trade fairs and exhibitions, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
International cooperation means export promotion में support करना, to promote support them in export promotion, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
National ST/SC hub means scheduled caste and scheduled tribe के people are running behind reservation on governmental job, right? To promote entrepreneurship amongst them would be the basic objective of Home Beta National ST/SC hub, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Aspire is all about promotion of innovation and accelerating an entrepreneurship. Means it is basically for startups, right? It is something creating something unique and new, right? Right.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now, credit guarantee scheme for subordinate debt for stressed MSME. NAMI, you can interpret it, right? For revival of sick MSMEs, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, self-reliant India, they will not provide seed funding, they will provide growth or expansion capital to MSME. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
MSME Sambandh portal. It is public procurement, means governmental acquisition, right? That 25% is through what? MSME Sambandh portal. That reservation of NSIC, if you can remember, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done. So you guys just can prepare it from the point of view of exam, because if you'll get into so much detail of these 14 schemes, na beta, it will take so much time, right? And it's not for exam, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
So we'll finish it up. So I think from my point of view, the chapter is over, right?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
students.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
you guys can take 10 minutes ka time. You guys can read everything, right? Uh, and then we should revise, or we should start revision now, students. Tell me.
So start revision now.
Yes, sir. We
Just a
can
minute.
start.
Start now.
Just a minute. It's 5 minutes, na? It's visible over the screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So when it comes to MSME, I'm starting with a quick review of MSME chapter, students, है ना? So when it comes to MSME, we can say that MSME is a backbone of this economy. It is resolving so many issues pertaining to the community, social development, and economic development of this nation. When it comes to the centralized problem of this nation, the biggest centralized problem of this nation is overpopulation and lack of availability of work. So many people are underemployed, or they are unemployed. So MSME provides huge employment opportunities to the mass. So logically, it is supporting, government somewhere and somehow in the socio-economic development of this nation and resolution of non-availability of employment. It is also acting as an ancillary support to the main industry. Almost all main industries or large level industries are dependent on somewhere and somehow, either for raw material or for even supply chain. They are dependent on small, medium, and micro enterprise. When it comes to equitable distribution of wealth and income, equitable development, reduction of disparity, economic disparity, and social disparity within multiple reasons. MSME plays a very crucial role in economic and social development of this nation, right? So MSME is a very important segment for which one should not, ignore the importance of MSME, right? So in order to support MSME in 4 5 matters, in order to promote orderly development of MSMEs over here in India, to provide multiple funding and non-funding based support of the government to MSMEs, and to provide easy exit opportunity to MSME, and also to provide for recurring revenue model through governmental procurement reservation for MSME. MSME Act 2006 has been passed by government, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why that it's not moving? Just a minute. It's connect. Just a minute, students. Now moving, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, students. We know,
Yes, sir.
we know. Based on two aspects, and MSME is being classified into micro, small, and medium enterprise. One is investment on plant and machinery, and second one is turnover, right?
Yes, sir.
Because of this law, government is also developing the policies through bottom-up approach for the growth and funding of MSMEs, right? Enterprise over here means and includes only manufacturing unit and service provider units, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, students.
Yes, sir.
So we know the relevance of MSME, right? The support of government, right? What is the support of government, students? First is funding support, right?
26. Yes, sir.
Funding support. Funding support can be classified into, one is debt support, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Subsidies, right?
Yes, sir.
Subsidies. Debt
Yes.
support can be interest-free support or subsidized interest support, right?
Yes, sir.
Debt can be even no, a loan without collateral, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Collateral,
sir.
right? Um, and funding support even includes recovery on time, right?
Yes, sir.
Time, no delay in debt recovery, right? Debt or credit recovery, right?
Yes, sir.
Recovery, right? These all are funding support. Non-funding support, can you guys help me? Uh, Tell me
Tender,
non-funding support.
tender,
Fifth is
sir.
no, this is funding, na? Reservation on governmental procurement, right?
Yes, sir.
Non-funding support, tell me. Skill development, right?
Yes, sir. Training.
Marketing support, right? Skill development includes training, right?
Yes.
Marketing support, technological development, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, right, students. These all are what non-funding support available to MSME under MSME Act 2006 and policies made there under, right? Right,
Yes, sir.
students.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Enterprise can be, we know that when it comes to enterprise, it can be into service, it can be into manufacturing, right? Enterprise can be service, right? Or it
Yes.
can be manufacturing of goods, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Right, but it cannot be trading, right? Can't be only trading, right? Right, students.
Yes, sir.
Next one is MSME board, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a board of providing three services to the government. One is advisory, right? Second one is recommendations, right? And third is drafting of policies, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, students. It's a three-tier board, right? Which includes one is representative of industry and representative of industry and MSME, right? Including representative of STSC and representative of women as well, right? Right, students. It includes governmental representatives, right? Right.
Yes,
And it includes representative of bank and PFIs, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Head offices in New Delhi and quarterly meeting, right?
Yes, sir.
Meeting and only advisory role, right? Their decisions are not binding on government, right?
government.
Right.
Yes,
A
sir.
specific composition you guys can learn, right?
Yes, sir.
Right,
Yes, sir.
students. The next question is as MSME का definition, right? MSME का definition में micro, I'll write in both the aspect. It is an enterprise. It can be into manufacturing of goods, right, or supply of services, right? Not a trading enterprise, right? It can be a company, it can be a firm, it can be a proprietorship firm, it can be a partnership firm, it can be a society too, right? Right,
Sir.
students. Small
Yes, sir.
or it can be medium, right? माइक्रो का 1 and 5 CR है, स्मॉल का 10 to 50 CR है, राइट? एंड इसका 50 to 250, राइट? राइट
Yes, sir.
स्टूडेंट्स, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Next question is memorandum, right? Can you guys help me with memorandum? Only required for medium, right?
Yes, sir.
Medium into manufacturing, right?
Yes, sir.
Manufacturing Schedule 1 products, right? Of IRDA 1951, right?
Yes, sir.
If registered, will be provided with three benefits, right? Priority lending, subsidies, and participation in governmental scheme, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everybody is not speaking up. Shashikanji, where are you?
Yes, sir.
Priority lending, uh,
Subsidiary.
subsidies, not
Subsidy. Okay.
subsidies.
Yes.
And the last one is participation in governmental schemes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, students. Udyam registration. Udyam registration, also known as memorandum only, right?
Yes,
Uh,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Once registered, eligible for both funding and non-funding schemes, right? Right, students. Uh,
Yes, sir.
it is self-attestation basis, digital process, right? Process, right? No fees, lifetime, right?
Yes, sir.
One enterprise, one registration, right? With multiple activities, right?
Yes, sir.
No limit on activities, right? Aadhaar pen mandatory, right? Right, students. Misrepresentation for penalty, right?
Yes, sir.
Next is NSIC, but before NSIC, I think other question again covers the matter of this thing, right? Udyam registration again, है ना? Or it was final? No, it was final, right? Why NSIC registration, beta? Why NSIC registration? For reservation on governmental procurement, right?
Yes, sir.
Procurement. If you'll be registered in NSIC, 25% of governmental procurement from NSIC registered MSMEs, right? Out of which 4% is for STSC and
And
3%
3%.
is for women,
Percent for
right?
women.
Yes,
Right. You will provide with registration only after technical inspection, right?
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Inspection mandatory, right? You can sell at L1 plus 15% price, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, student. No EMD for governmental tenders, right? Tenders free of cost, right? No tender fees and no EMD for tenders, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
students.
Yes, sir.
Now 14, I'm not going to revise. You guys have to revise it, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay,
You
sir.
can interpret it with names, huh? That's
Sir.
more than enough.
Sir, once again about EMD, sir.
EMD is beta advance money that you have to deposit if you are willing to, participate in a governmental tender. Me, मैं बताऊं ईएमडी क्या होता है बेटा इफ गवर्नमेंट इज गिविंग यू अ टेंडर ऑफ सपोज 50 lakh rupees so you have to deposit 5 lakh rupees as an assurance that if you will get the tender you will not step back, okay? It's a
Okay.
security deposit. EMD is earnest money deposit, that is what security deposit that you will not back out. Got my point?
Okay,
Is
sir.
it
Yes.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
person who buys from MSME, my handwriting is very beautiful, right? MSME has to make timely payment, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, student.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Uh,
sir.
appointed, they say how many days? 45 days, right?
For
Right? Where
45 days,
appointed
sir.
days is equal to
15?
15 days from acceptance of goods, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Goods, right? Then
Yes.
a delay will attract what? 3 times interest, right?
Three
Yes, sir.
times interest.
You can prefer case to the council, right?
Yes, sir.
Council.
Yes,
Council
sir.
will resolve it through conciliation or arbitration, right? Within 90 days, right? Right,
Yes.
students.
Yes, sir.
अपील और something था अपील के अलावा भी one point was there. Uh, appeal or set aside can be possible if buyer deposited 75%, right? Right, students?
What? Sir, once again, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's like you are a buyer of MSME. Now you lose the case. Now the council has ordered you to pay 50 lakh rupees immediately to the MSME, but you are not in a financial position to pay back entire 100%, that is 50 lakh rupees to MSME in the given time frame. You want to file an appeal. So even for filing an appeal with the higher court, you have to arrange 75% fund. Okay,
Okay, sir. Yes.
got my point?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Supplier can be even intermediary, right?
Yes, sir.
Including
Yes, sir.
NSIC, including SIDC, right? Who are
SIDC.
buying goods from MSME and supply it to the larger industries, right?
Yes,
Right,
sir.
Yes,
students.
sir.
Is it clear? We have done with the chapter thoroughly and very properly in the class, right?
Yes, sir.
Right, students, I'll attach and share this as well, huh? Although whether you will get the points from it or not, but it's really helpful. Okay, students.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So, export